Hey guys, what's up? Shadolance back with another review. Today I'm coming back with the M107CQ SE Ghillie, courtesy of Project Zeus for letting me borrow it on his account. I gotta say, I'm using this gun in an incredibly awkward way. This is not usually how you're meant to use M107s. I'm rushing with it. I don't do a lot of camping, and this gun is definitely designed for camping, not rushing. I'm just kind of being stupid the way I'm using it, but I just thought it'd be kind of entertaining to a degree. So before I go off and explain the way I'm using the gun, I'm going to talk about the actual stats. Damage is 100 like the rest of the M107 series. Portability is 32, unbelievably low. Rate of fire of 10, also very, very low. Accuracy of 93, also very low for a sniper. Recoil of 66, very bad for a sniper. So it's like, why is this gun even good? Well, there's a lot of things that aren't shown in the stats that are actually great about this gun. First of all, the accuracy is a blatant lie. The accuracy is definitely not 93. The accuracy, I would say, is probably closer to 96, 97-ish. It's very, very accurate, especially at a longer range. The recoil of 66 is pretty accurate. It has possibly the most recoil of any sniper in the entire game, so keep that in mind when you go to use an M107. Rate of fire of 10 is also probably about right, to be honest. It's a very slow-firing gun. So we're still kind of wondering what's so good about this thing. It's a semi-automatic, so it's going to stay in scope, so even with that low rate of fire, it isn't really that great. And it's like you can't fire fast, you can't kill quickly. What's good about this gun? It's fully automatic, so that maybe might help with the in-scope thing where it doesn't unscope after every shot. And the ammo capacity, 5 of 20, is just average, so what's really good about this gun? The good thing about this gun is the damage. This gun is almost always a one-shot kill within the expected range. If you're within the right range of an M107, it will consistently one-shot kill. Back in the day, it would even kill a tanker or heavy vester in one shot, although it's been nerfed a little bit since, although it's still a fantastic gun. You can expect a very consistent one-shot kill on almost every single range except maximum. Maximum won't tend to be a one-shot kill, but that's just how the gun works. It's really cool. It also, this variant particularly, has a very, very fast spread recovery. Now, most M107 variants don't have that faster spread recovery, but this one certainly does. It makes it absolutely fantastic for camping, and the draw rate seems, or at least feels, to have been improved a little bit from the other M107 variants. The reload also feels a slight bit faster, but not necessarily faster than the M107CQ SE, which is the regular variant. Now, the Old Glory and the Maple Leaf are actually the two best variants of the gun at the moment. They have the best both statistics and just the best feel. They just seem to work the best. However, this gun does seem to have, at least by my feel, a faster draw speed than the Glory or the Maple Leaf. So that's my personal opinion. I'm not sure if it's actually correct or not. Now, no M107 variant can hold a silencer or obviously a scope. It's a sniper. It already has one on there. All of them, however, can take a magazine. Now, do I recommend a magazine? Not really. It's a camping sniper, and the reload is already not particularly fantastic, so you don't want to be making it too much worse, although it is totally fine to use one. I just wouldn't recommend one personally. So that's my own view of that. As far as portability, this is one of the most not portable snipers in the entire game, so that's true of almost every M107 variant. Now, the M107CQ SE is a little bit curious. Damage of 100, portability of 32, rate of fire of 10, accuracy of 92, and recoil of 66. So the only difference is a 1-point increase in accuracy to the SE Ghillie. So you're thinking, wow, that is the worst NX rare upgrade besides actually getting a Ghillie camo. Well, the M107 is actually, in my opinion, a little bit better, the SE NX standard variant, because you can increase the accuracy and the other stats through the Gun Emporium, and it's also noticeable. However, the SE Ghillie does have what feels to be the faster draw rate, and definitely has a faster spread recovery than some of the other M107 variants. You can increase the stats on the regular M107CQ and the SE, so you really got to pick your poison there. Personally, if I could go over and do it again, I would not buy the M107CQ SE. I would stick with the regular M107 and get the TRG SE when it came around as an NX rare gun. That's my personal opinion, especially since, there are other snipers you could use in the meantime. I mean, the TPG-1 Pro, TRG, they tend to perform better. If you're looking for a camping gun, then you probably want to go with either a Semi if you're looking into that gun that stays in scope, or a WA 2000 Tactical. I think you'd be doing better with that. It typically works better as a camping gun, in my opinion, even though it's not as consistent of a one-shot kill as the M107CQ SE Ghillie, although the M107CQ SE is probably about on par. That's about all the time I have for a review today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. Please check out the Facebook group and the TeamSpeak server. I will see you guys in the next video. Shadolance out.